Hello there, this is Anonymous Oracle here with a pop-in collective message. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be a collective reading, so this reading may or may not resonate with you. It is not time specific or sign specific, so please take the messages that apply and simply leave the rest. I am super exhausted of the day, but I did not want to go to bed without unboxing a deck that I've gotten from Nicole. Shout out to Nicole, who is a fellow subscriber, who was so sweet to get me a deck. Okay, so I'm obviously opening it with you guys. Oh wow, this is a large box. Okay, this deck is called Beyond Lemuria. They're oracle cards. And she has them herself, she mentioned. I'm curious to see what vibes these will give me. And then I will jump from that into a reading with tarot cards before bed. Clearly, it is bedtime for me. But I could not do a reading. So this looks really, really nice. I just know I'm gonna pick up on a lot just off of the illustrations. So thank you again, Nicole. I'm really curious to this. Beyond Lemuria guidebook, Izzy Ivy. If anybody who knows me, I barely look at the book unless I really don't know what's going on. But I'm just gonna let the cards do their thing. I might grab two. I don't know why I feel like grabbing two. I don't want to look at a single card. I'm not gonna look at a single card. I always get excited, you know, because when you get a card you've never gotten from a deck you've had maybe for a month, right? It's always exciting when you see an image for the first time. So these cards are humongous. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm up to speed with the personal readings that had come through. If you did not get an email from me and you still want a reading done, just shoot me an email again, because sometimes they get lost, y'all. There are times where I see emails on my phone or on my laptop that I don't see in my phone. So if you haven't heard from me and you still want a personal reading, just shoot me an email. Okay. This deck. I just know. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Awakened awareness. Yeah. This is going to be about a person who's undergone an awakening. Okay, I'm getting a vibe here of somebody seeing something in a person's perspective that they otherwise have not looked at it that way before. So this card, I mean, it says awakened awareness, and I'm getting the energy of the awareness being tethered to a person's perspective. So let's say, I don't know, you have a friend and this friend loves baseball, but you never understood their love for baseball. And now that you get the hang of baseball and its rules, you understand this person's love for baseball. But it took you understanding how baseball worked for you to even care. Anyway, it's kind of like a perspective, like, I see what they mean now, or I see why they looked at things that way. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Crystal keys. Let's see. What else wants to pair with this card? I also get a very watchful eye, though. So somebody here could be doing a lot of spying, studying. Full spectrum. Oh my gosh. Healing. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if somebody went through like a Kundalini awakening or something like that. Something happened to this person, whoever this is for, okay? It's like something got activated in somebody here. It is a healing experience for them to have this happen to them, but something happened with their chakras, okay? It's like, I'm getting tingling energies in different areas. Look at this card. Isn't this a stunning card? I feel like someone got activated. I really get a Kundalini energy. Somebody got activated. Maybe their third eye got activated. Maybe they see things differently now that they otherwise never saw a particular way. We're going to see. But I also get a vibe of a person studying another individual for some fine reason. I do get that as well. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Oh my God, I picked up, I did not I did not do this intentionally. The Page of Swords is at the bottom of this deck. Of all my tarot cards, the Page of Swords is a watcher, okay? A watcher. There's definitely like a peeping Tom energy. I cannot excuse it. I'm getting also this heightened sense of fascination with a person, like someone is genuinely fascinated. And I'm getting this energy of, oh, I never saw it that way, but I get it now. Like that is very heavy here. It's like a person is trying to like study an individual, understand the way they think, their feelings. Yeah, what is with this intrigue? Someone is very intrigued by a person. Someone here might collect, I know this sounds weird, but you know how some people collect bugs? Like I'm seeing butterfly wings, like frozen butterfly wings. We have the sun. This speaks of illumination. A light shed on a matter. Somebody could also be seeing a person being very happy and present and blissful. I'm just getting a very like observant energy from this. And it's not just because there's an eye here. I really feel it heavy. And it's not a negative curiosity. It doesn't stem from a negative place. It's learning. I don't know how to say it. It's almost like a child observing something. They know that if someone were to look at them, they would probably run away, but they're just like studying something. It's in this eye. It's just fascinated. Someone's very fascinated by a person. The way they think, the way they move, like there's something that really fascinates a person. I also get a hint of admiration. Like somebody maybe wishes they were this brave, wishes they thought like, I don't know what it is. It's like this childlike wonder, curiosity. It really gives me the energy of like a child peeping over a fence, and it knows that if it were to get caught, it would just run. Like it wouldn't, whoever this energy is, they don't want to know. They don't want a person to be on to the fact that they're watching. Wow, this is someone who could be in their feelings. This is someone who could be thinking, overthinking a lot right now. Temperance, this is a healing experience. I feel like it's a healing experience for this person to learn whatever they're looking at. There's something they're learning from what they're viewing. Now, whoever you are, you could just be expressing yourself. I don't know where you express yourself, but I feel like this is someone watching a person do their thing. Someone had just sent me a photo here. Someone here could be a photographer. Maybe the art you capture in your photography is very special. Whoever needs to know. Very timid energy. Overall energy, Knight of Wands. It's very attracted too, I'm telling you. This is someone who's very attracted. I have no idea where this is going, but it's here. The overall energy is someone who's very attracted to someone they find attractive. And again, I don't know what they find attractive. I'm gonna find out though, because I'm here for a reason, right? The Lovers, wow. Yes, it's definitely in a romantic way. It's not just, oh, I respect their work. No, this is someone who's maybe sexually attracted. Yeah, I already see the goat man. That's, yeah, when I tell you honed in, Wow, we have the Lovers, the Knight of Wands. What's behind the Lovers? Judgment. This is someone who feels called to do something about it, because this person's very much aware. For some of you, this person has been monitoring for a while. Seven of Pentacles is months to years. For some, Ace of Swords is clarity. I feel like, you know what? This person has been gathering clarity over time. This is timing. The Ace of Swords is clarity and truth. This is someone who is reviewing something. Either they're getting to know a person, they're observing a person, they are taking their time. Whoever this is very patient as well. It's like, I'm patiently observing, patiently gathering truths, patiently. And now with Judgment, Judgment is like, okay, yay or nay, I'm going to do something or not. Choices with the Lovers card, okay, about something they're attracted to. I see a sabotagey energy concerning a connection. I'm not sure where that came from. That might come out later in the reading, but for now I'm seeing a person who is very much aware of how they feel towards something or someone they're observing. They like what they see. There could be a Reiki healer here. There could be someone who works with plants here. Herbs, maybe. A herbalist. Somebody here could be a channeler for the other side. Anyway, overall energy. Strength. This person needs the gonads to do something about how they feel. This is also somebody who's, you know what this reminds me of? Like when a person first goes through their awakening. It's like there was life before you were an awakened spirit and life after. There's a lot of knowledge this person is trying to soak in a very short period of time. This is fascinating. Strength card. What is this about? Ace of Pentacles. Justice. This is someone who might need courage to turn over a new leaf in the physical world. It's like, let's say you had a job, right? Or you had a particular area of focus when it comes to your day-to-day life. It's like once you really wake up to who you are or what is important to you, I see some kind of opportunity present itself for whoever this is to move and embody the version that they've now become. It's so weird to explain, but it's like, oh, me doing this from the awakened self is very different from who I was when I was asleep. There's some kind of new opportunity they need courage to take, but they need to move through that new sense of self. I also get an energy of someone who moved through their traumas. So let's say their traumas are their unhealed wounds is what held them back a lot in life. This is someone who's unlocked a few things where they're no longer going to move through that trauma-based state. It's like they need courage to move and embody this new sense of self. This person might have had issues speaking up for themselves, and now they're learning to speak up for themselves. This is someone who maybe had issues walking and loving with an open heart, and now they're learning to do that. This is someone who maybe ignored their gut feelings. Now they're learning to listen to them. Okay, there are all kinds of things that are new here, new and improved. And this person feels like part of their justice in life is moving forward and accepting this new path. But part of this accepting the new path comes with the ability to be courageous. Or it only comes once this person exercises the ability to be courageous. Strength. I need strength and courage, the gonads, to do this at all. This person could be like pending. Yeah, this is the Emperor energy. This is someone wanting to take charge in life. Okay. With the Page of Coins, this is like that turning over a new leaf energy. This person could have had a bright idea. This person might want to pitch this idea to someone. This person might want to introduce themselves in a nice platonic way. The Page of Coins gives me the energy of a platonic person. Friend, this could be an idea, a gift, a token of appreciation, a suggestion. But it's a solid new start in some kind of direction. This is someone who has something to look forward to as well. It's like, I'm looking forward to doing this. I feel great things can come from that. The Emperor. This is a divine masculine energy. Now, women can also move through that, but this feels like a person who is exercising what it's like to be in this divine masculine state. Okay, so they weren't always like this. I'm telling you that right now, because I'm seeing the energy of like a child learning something new. And you can be 50 and like a child learn something new. I don't care how old this person is. Okay, let's start there. It's an energy of someone who, I mean, you could be 80s and you can be as old as my grandparents. There's always room to learn something new, right? But I'm getting the vibe of like, whoever this is, they're walking through this new thing they've learned. Part of that is being an honorable person, a person that many can rely on and respect. I also feel like this is a side to them that they've always had. They just never woke up to it until now. As they move through this sense of self, it's going to feel familiar to them. It's not fabricated because it's always been in there. Can't make it up. The Fool is at the bottom. It's new. It's very new. The Fool starts at 0. So it might feel like, oh, I'm turning over a new leaf by walking in this state of self. No, this is who they always were. They just never unlocked it. But it took something to unlock it. That could have been a dark night of the soul. That could have been, I don't know. I feel an eye-opening experience. I keep getting that off this card. A very eye-opening experience. This person could be seeing things online that resonate with them as well. It's just a very curious eye. A very curious eye. But this is divine masculine energy. You see the eye coming back here as well. It's like they see a golden opportunity in a direction they're looking forward to going down. Yeah, it takes courage. Yeah, it takes a leap of faith, but they're embodying a version of themselves that is going to feel like second nature. The world. They've closed out a major cycle in their life. This had to happen in divine timing. For some of you, this person could have undergone a 7-year cycle, a 7-year karmic cycle. Oh my God, 7, 7, 7 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 7-year karmic cycle. This person could have been screwed over along the way. They could have screwed themselves over as well, as what I'm hearing. But it's like the number 7 is prominent here. As I just said that, and then I see the 7 at the bottom of the deck to confirm. Okay, they went through a heavy cycle. This is someone who, another 7. 777 could be a number that you could have been seeing a lot. Some of their manifestations were blocked or put off until the opportunity was ripe for something. Because I'm seeing the Magician. It's like this is definitely divine masculine energy. Magician to the Emperor. It's like, yes, I can manifest, but they were blocked and protected. It's almost like, well, I'm not going to give you these things that you have set your eyes on or your intentions out on if you are not ready to carry them. How many times have we seen people with amazing opportunities, but they fumble the bag? Maybe you can identify with that as well. It's like, wow, what an amazing job opportunity, but I screwed it over because I did not have the discipline to carry that out. Or let's say I met, I don't know, the love of my life, but I did not have the emotional maturity to carry that relationship. How many times? It's like I see Spirit having blocked something. This deck is cracking. What's here? Page of Wands. This could be communication. Spirit blocked something, blocked a manifestation until the time was perfect. It's like there's something here where they didn't get access prematurely. They need to wake up to this side of themselves. And you know what? It's like some people, right, they have certain things inside of them, or aspects or gifts or qualities that they have yet to unlock. So they move through life thinking, oh, I ain't this, I ain't that, when really their spirit carries so many like aspects to themselves that they have yet to embody or embrace. They don't know it's in there, but certain life events, certain cycles, maybe even certain upheavals, put them in a place to find these aspects. One of them in this case is strength. Okay, the ability to manifest, maybe turn ish into gold, transmuting energy from darkness to light. Like there's certain qualities here this person had to figure out to embrace along the way, strength and courage being one of them. I feel like that's the most prominent one, or that's what's required of them now. It's the first card out. This is also someone who had to learn to claim authority over certain things, not let other people boss them into particular corners or directions in life. The Emperor. Nobody tells the Emperor what to do, if not God himself. And maybe an Empress can advise this one, or, you know, it depends. But a single Emperor, no, that one's not one to get bossed around too easily. This person had to heal. The Four of Swords is reflective, it's healing. This is someone who was probably attracted to something or a way of life, but was always in and out and unreliable, because the Knight of Wands usually is per the moment. This is someone who's reflecting on their behavior, perhaps, what they're interested in, what they're curious to. They're always drawn to something, I'm hearing. It's like everything goes back to that same path. Five of Wands. This person fought with this truth for a very long time. So much so, this internal struggle could have manifested external to them. So let's say this is someone who always doubted the truth, always doubted the obvious direction. There are people in their vicinity that mirror that back onto them to continue questioning it further. So it's kind of like, well, I'm not sure I want to pursue that career. Then next thing you know, everybody else around them starts feeding them information that makes them doubt that career path, even though deep down, that is part of their destiny or their life purpose. I feel like this person struggled with making a choice in this particular direction. This person could have also had financial concerns. As I say that, the King of Pentacles shot out. This is someone who was predominantly moving from a space of, well, what makes sense security-wise? What makes sense money-wise? That's the King of Money, okay? The Knight of Wands, that's what attracted this person before. But I'm telling you, whatever this eye is looking at, I'm hearing constantly, that's where the truth lies. It's like me kidding myself that I don't know. Let's say I'm studying and I'm doing computer coding, but every single day as I pass by a basketball court, I'm watching in enjoyment with this eye from the fence. Every day I look at them playing basketball, having such a good time. And then I go to school and I go and finish computer coding. The truth resides in the passion, in what I'm looking at constantly. It's like, it's effortless. Something caught this person's eye, but they never really saw the potential in that because they're looking at life through a more practical lens. But when this person woke up to their spirit, they unlocked a side of themselves that is interested in other things aside from whatever they were conditioned or bred to believe is practically ideal. Catching my drift? Okay. This is a divine masculine. We have the Emperor, we have the Magician. This King of Pentacles side to themselves is them playing small, because there are at least 3 other kings within the Emperor that make up the Emperor. So they have been playing from one version of themselves. Maybe somebody who's good with money. Maybe somebody who thinks from practicality in terms of security. But this one thinks with not just that hat, but maybe the hat of spirituality, intuition, emotional flow, understanding themselves physically, mentally, emotionally, right? Their discernment as well in the King of Swords. Like this, this person over time has unlocked a couple of keys to themselves to be able to turn over this new leaf. Does that mean this person will have it all figured out moving through this new sense of self? No. It's kind of like a kid who had training wheels on their bike. Once you take them off, you're still a little bit wobbly until you perfect cycling. This is someone who now is taking off the training wheels and are now cycling in Emperor energy, but it's still new to them. Wow. Knight of Wands. Tell me more about this Emperor, bros. Death card. Wow. This person, oh man, this is powerful. Something died inside them. Now, I don't know what that is, but I feel like it's something that got put to rest that was holding them back from being this person, the Emperor. The Death card is like an ending. It's transformation. I've been seeing monarch butterflies so often. Funnily enough, my mother went to a funeral today, and it's her birthday as well. She's a Pisces. And I was like, isn't it interesting how you celebrate your birthday, a day of life, and you know, you honor a passing, right? All in the same day. I was like, that's symbolic. Death and rebirth. This is someone who, some part of them had to die. That's why I suggested this person could have gone through a dark night of the soul, because that egoic self, or whatever sense of self that was holding them back from their fullest potential, had to shed so that they could grow in this. This person felt so lost in that state. The Seven of Cups is, what options do I have? Like, who am I? What am I to do? This person could have prayed or like asked for something, okay? It's like, what sense of direction? What is my life? Like, this person felt so lost, y'all. You see, I always say this guy looks like he's slipping through quicksand. And here, this is someone sobbing at an energy much larger than itself. Like, this is someone who could have been humbled. This is someone who could have cried. I'm seeing somebody cry alongside their bed. So they weren't in bed when they were crying, but they were like maybe praying and crying. Like, this is intense. 8 Swords. Yeah, I felt that kneeling energy. I felt that, you see, I'm seeing it twice. That's why I split the deck for confirmation. Look at the body language. This is someone who's been humbled. I've had an energy like this come through before, but with the 8 of Swords, it's like my mind is plagued. I feel lost. It's because you need to lose your mind to find it again. That's all part of waking up to another side to yourself. You have to shed the things blocking that from coming through. Insecurities, the lies we tell ourselves, our traumas that make us believe things that probably are irrelevant to this day and age, but way back when mattered so much. That's why I said it's like maybe someone who suffered bullying. Yeah, what Zach or Susan bullied you about in middle school has nothing to do with you as an adult today, but some people hold on to it. Some people carry it around. This is someone who's like shedding a lot. This could stem from their childhood, their upbringing, the way they were raised by their parents, all that stuff. There's a lot here in this 8 of Swords that got challenged. This person felt lost, okay? Wow. Okay, story time for sure. Yeah, Empress. Funny I mentioned that. Wow. So this is someone who, during this shedding, they thought of their counterpart. You see? I said the only one an emperor will listen to is God or his counterpart, the Empress. There she go. Listen, I don't know if this person had like a This is a very interesting time, like with the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe this person figured out that it was fated for them to have this partnership, and it's required for them to step up to obtain Empress energy as well. This has to do with a balance between feminine and masculine energy within the self. It's like this person could have shed a side to themselves where they're more in touch with their feminine side, i.e. their intuition and their emotions, their receptivity to love and exchanging that. All that is in here. It's a lot to digest, but this reading is kind of trippy. I wasn't prepared for it. Okay, this could be happening. Wow. You know why their counterpart came out? Because this is something they refuse to let go of. The Four of Coins is I'm clinging to something. The Two of Cups is a beautiful connection. It's like this person went through some kind of dark night clinging onto their counterpart. I don't know if they felt them, saw them, sniffed them, whatever it is, whether it's the Empress in that state seeing or feeling their emperor or vice versa. I feel like a telepathic thing happened here, because it's almost like it's like I'm holding on to this. I don't want to let this go. Something ended here. Maybe a person was challenged to let go of it. That's what I'm seeing here. Please give me some vibes. This is definitely someone's, okay, not someone. I'm hearing a masculine collective that went through an awakening. This is someone who could end up, well, they're already energetically chasing. That's that Knight of Wands energy. That's that fixation. That's that, this dang eye that I can't excuse. Chaser. In pursuit. Convincing. Rejection. This person could be fearing rejection. Let them go and let it be. Yeah, this is happening on a 5D level. I felt that. This almost doesn't even feel like it occurred physically. It occurred energetically. It's like staff meeting. Your soul and my soul are having a staff meeting in the ethers. What? Hesitation. Past heartbreak. Broken trust. Afraid to move forward. This is someone who is mourning because they feel like they broke someone's trust. They're hesitating, taking action, hence the curiosity, hence the stalking, hence the who are you to me? And this is such a sad, like timid, afraid, but curious and fascinated energy that I'm getting. This is someone who's hesitating any movement because of the things I've mentioned. They're new to this. It's like they only know. It's like, wow, you're late to the party, but here you are. Creativity, inspiration, productivity, creation, bring out the greatness within. This is pushing someone to challenge themselves. It's like there are so many other layers to a person than, I don't know, the money they make, than the way they look, than their ability to, I don't know, the treaty things, okay? Yes, this is talking about balance, the yin and the yang, darkness and light, staying centered in one's higher self, but also the feminine and the masculine energy, duality being balanced within. Like this is happening. Someone here could have also rejected a karmic partner recently. I see the word no and karmic in the reverse. That's what I mean with once they reach this sense of self, they're going to be irked by karmic relationships. They're going to have their guards up towards karmic relationships. They're going to want to sever ties with karmic relationships. There's some kind of awakening that occurred for a person to move in that divinity, now rejecting people, places, and things that don't sit well with their new awakened sense of self, right? I hope you're following. This is a very trippy reading, but it's like, think about it. For a lot of you guys are elevated to a point where you can look back a few years back and say, wow, the old me would have entertained X, Y, and Z. The new me has no room for that. It's so bizarre, but like in the last few days, I've had to push myself to be open to a level of socializing that I am just, it's like a lot of energy. It's a lot of people at once. But it made me realize just how long of like a hermit I've been in certain areas of life. It's like, whoa. Okay, but that doesn't mean that I don't have boundaries. Those things still need to be put in place. But maybe the old me was a bit more social, a bit more open to like getting to know people. Now it's like, yes, but do you get what I mean? It's like, sit there and compare. Whoever this is, I feel this is a counterpart, whether an empress or an emperor, for those who resonate with this journey. It's like, wow, your person is only just now going through things, seeing things differently, getting the ick for things that they once upon a time would have entertained. I'm also hearing getting the ick with themselves. What a weird reading. Anyway, there's a deck here that I wanted to use. I'm very tired. But here we are. Oh, I definitely want to get some Soul's Journey lessons for this one. And, oh, this one too. This person could have gone through a karmic experience. This person could have gone to jail. Okay. Maybe they sat in jail. Were in jail. I'm hearing 24 hours holding, something holding cell. You know when it's like, you know, something happened and they lock you up somewhere. I only seen it in the movies, y'all. And they lock you up somewhere until an attorney comes and gets your ass out or something. I'm seeing that too. What the hell? Pride. Pride comes before the fall, I'm hearing in the reverse. This is someone who had an ego death. Oh, not even that. They have to either swallow their pride, put their pride aside. That's all strength card. I'm really getting this energy is if you do not put your pride aside, if you do not admit your faults, if you do not, I don't know, put this to the wayside, this person won't obtain what they are so fixated, honed in on, and drawn to. They need the cojones. Okay. Hopefully they find it. It's with love, is it not? Yeah, love endeavors. This is their counterpart. Anything else? Failure in the reverse. This is someone who needs to see the potential in something. This is someone who has a fear of failure. I'm hearing I'm afraid of being a failure in life. I'm afraid of failing this person. I'm afraid. My gosh. This is someone who could have had narcissistic parents, okay? Because, you know, I've met a person. Their sister had Faalangst, which is a fear of failing. And that guy himself was a narc, but a grandiose narc. And I'm like, when I met this person's parents, both of them, I could see why. Very unemotional, very detached. Perfectionism in them a lot as well. I could read that. But it's like the sister had fear of failing. And so the daughter had fear of failing. And the son was like an overt, grandiose narc. Can you imagine? And when I met the parents, I was like, nice to meet you. And we are a very warm culture out here. So it's like we hug, we are very warm, we're very expressive, very colorful in the way we dress. Out here, our clothing can be sexy sometimes. It's the Caribbean. I mean, heck, we wear sundresses all the time. Pop a color, hey, some cleavage. It's hot, okay? It's like, it is what it is. And then when I met the parents, they were like as stiff as a board, very cold-blooded, dang near, what's it, reptilian-like, as they say, just very like unemotional and detached. I'm like, well, dang. I can only imagine a 4-year-old wanting a hug and a cuddle and it being like pulling teeth. Bruh. Anyway, none of my business, but that's what I'm feeling. This is someone who could have had like a very cold upbringing. It's like, dang, can I get a hug around here? Shoot. It's like, give me the warmth. Kids need that, man. Yes, this is someone who had either an ego death, something died within them. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. It's in the, I saw it from the minute I explored this card. Look at this. You see this? This is insane. This is insane. You see all the chakras? This person could be connecting with nature more. I encourage this person to go sit outside against a tree or something. Hug a tree or something, okay? This person, they themselves shed, I'm talking shed. Wow, one hell of a layer, a thick layer, a very dense layer that didn't serve them anymore. And it all stemmed from whatever they went through. Till death do us part. This is someone who, oh man. This is someone who really just like, I feel like they're aware this connection is eternal. I don't know if this person had health concerns. That could be a synchronicity. This is this person could have even had an NDE, like a near-death experience, because what am I reading? Wow. I miss everything about you. My goodness. This is their counterpart. They're obsessed. What did I say? I'm like, I don't care if some computer coding studies is what a person does. If every day all they do is admire basketball on court or watch basketball on TV and they're just obsessed and they play at home and they're excited about it, there's truth in that. There's truth in your passion. There's truth in you loving those things. Yeah? I feel like this is a person who's obsessed with an individual they're tied to. It's an emperor and an empress. They are just now learning to walk in that side of themselves that they never knew existed. It's like a new pair of eyes, a fresh pair of eyes. They're obsessed. They're maybe obsessed with spirituality soon come, I'm hearing. Split the deck for confirmation. Do you know how many cards are here? 110. I felt it when I saw obsessed. I said, this is not just someone who's becoming obsessed with their person. They're becoming obsessed with the things associated with this connection. Their intuition, their third eye could have gotten activated. Whatever you want to call it, it's all in this dang eye. This eye is so, anyway. And it's like, it's scared. It's very scared because it's kind of like, this really hurts my spirit to like figure out what this is. But it's like that example of the guy that I mentioned, right, who has that sister. It's very hard for people with an upbringing like that to believe in anything but that. It's like for years, like when they were a child, that's like the developmental stages of their ego being created. I think it's between ages 3, 4 until 6. That's when their egos are created. So whatever is happening at that point in time when they're children, huge part of that is what trickles into their adulthood. This is someone whose inner child is so petrified to believe in anything outside of the kind of love their parents gave them. And I say kind of love, quote unquote love, lightly, because if someone was raised by one narc or even 2, oh man, they don't believe this kind of stuff exists, like a love like this or a bond that lasts lifetimes. This is someone who has a very hard time giving into that stuff, and they're petrified to have faith in it, but they're also learning so many things. They're shedding so many old things, and that's what's waking them up to the faith in something bigger than what they thought they knew. Okay? Again, this dang eye is back. I thought I shuffled. This person maybe has a hard time focusing on work, but I feel like this is someone who typically works a lot, maybe from a laptop. Okay, as it's so funny I mentioned coding. You bring out the best in me. I feel that is the truth, but for a long time they maybe just ignored that aspect of the connection. Can't make it up. You triggered my awakening. 110 cards. This is the only one that really like hones in on this aspect of things. You triggered my awakening. This person had a freaking awakening. Full spectrum. I feel like all the chakras were like Sing. I don't know what this was. And on top of that, one of the first cards I think I saw was Awakened Awareness, correct? This card says, it pains me to see you move on. They're not with their person. They're not sure this person even wants them back. Do you want me? Can we talk? Engagement. This is someone, if the shot, they would definitely lock it down with this person, because it's like now that they fully understand, moving on in the reverse, they can't move on. They're fully aware of it. I feel like this person has tried everything in the book to move on from somebody. It's like, why? Yeah, why? Good question. Hot and cold, slow and steady. They need to go from hot and cold to slow and steady. Slow. This is literally what... So funny. This was the problem. This is the advice. To go from hot and cold, in and out, to just take your time, man. It's like, this is not a walk in the park. This whole journey, this thing, is not a walk in the park. Just take your time. That's why I like that Page of Pentacles, because it's like, hey, sup? Can we be friends? Like, that's... And take it slow. Just take it slow. Listen to your intuition. This is someone who ignored their intuition for years. Maybe 7 years straight. Or all their life, for that matter. Because their ego was too loud. Their fears were too loud. How can you listen to your intuition when all of that has like a boombox, whatever? This person regrets the way they moved before. I'm not gonna go swim in that regret, okay? I'm not going to. I refuse to. I feel enough. Yeah, wanting a new beginning. I heard something about a holding cell. I heard a holding cell. Maybe they were like put aside. I'm also seeing a mall, something at a mall or something at a public place could have gone down that and had them end up there. There's a lot I need to get off my chest. This person might have a confession coming. They're trying to get out of this idea that they're not good enough. The day this person can really like get the gonads to just move forward is when they realize that this connection, this tether will always exist. And this is their equal. I'm drawn to this, the cover of this deck. They're equals. They're the same energy in different bodies. Okay, this is a soulmate for sure, for sure. The sooner they realize that, the less crappy they'll feel of themselves. This is someone who cried. I'm telling you right now. I'm an emotional wreck lately. There's a pretty popular YouTuber here, Steve's Love Tarot. He said that the feminine energy is kicked up. So these masculine energies are men, some are men, are more emotional than usual, are more in their feminine energy. What did I say about this balance between Empress and... I'm seeing that here. It's making a lot of sense. Okay. Wow. This is someone who wants to maybe listen to their intuition. This is someone who wants to like give those things a shot. This is also somebody who doesn't want their counterpart to move on. The fact that this person's growing in this sense of self could be pissing off a karmic connection of the past, because they're outgrowing these karmic things. It's like, oh, where I was binge drinking on the weekends with Fred and Al from, I don't know, college way back when. Now I don't want to binge drink anymore. I don't want to get ish-faced on the weekends anymore. No, I don't want to screw Suzanne, Becky, and Patricia on the side. No, I don't want to waste my time doing this. I'd rather go jogging or meditate outside. This person's wants, needs, desires are shifting dramatically. So, of course, all the things that aided to their addictions, toxic behaviors will fall away. Some people associated with those negative behaviors and addictions will maybe get agitated, angry, threatened, because they're no longer, getting a seat at the table or invited to their space, their inner circle, right? It's like this person's realigning in so many ways. That was the whole point of this connection. Is to shed things that don't serve them anymore, mentally, emotionally, physically. I'm getting a person who's regretting certain things they've done in the past. There is a sense of victory in coming to a point in time where you regret it at all. Because there are a lot of people who walk through this life who don't give a damn about what they did in the past, because they themselves don't. It's like, yeah, I lied, but it's part of their their lifestyle. Or yeah, I did this, yeah, I did that. But when you regret something and you're genuinely remorseful and you are embarrassed of your behavior, you carry shame and a need for change. It's like reaching to that point where you're really done with that side of yourself. There's victory in that, because it's the closest you'll ever get to not repeating that behavior. Okay, this is someone who maybe has a confession coming. Somebody here could have like a very old iPhone. Somebody here likes to journal or have a notebook of significance. Somebody here might have written down their confession, okay? Yeah, someone wrote it down. I see someone writing, like physically writing, okay? Not typing, physically writing something. How many times am I gonna see this? I'm going through a spiritual awakening. This person could be meditating on some hilltop somewhere. When images mirror things, that's triple confirmation. It's giving. If you are this person's counterpart, if you feel this is your person, leave them be. They need to do this, because if they don't, they're not going to serve themselves or the connection in any particular way. This is one of those things where you want them to sit there and cook. Okay, because you don't want, who wants like a half raw turkey? No one. You want it fully cooked. You don't want to like eat the outside and then get to the center and next thing you know you have what, salmonella? Anyways, I'm sleepy, y'all. Don't mind me. Moonology cards, and then we're up out of here. Gee, I'm acting like I don't have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. Ooh, I know that one's important. A win is a win. A win-win outcome is forecast. I'm hearing part of the win is you are what triggered this person's awakening, or you have reached to the point where this person woke up. Nothing beyond this point will ever be the same. Ever. Ever. And I'm hearing it's a snowball effect. From the minute this person woke up to their soul, God did this. It's all right. This person will, their life will never be the same, but for the better. I promise you that. Nothing is yet set in stone. A lot is subject to change. In other words, anything can come from this. If you and your person are on bad terms right now, nothing is yet set in stone. Nobody said that that would be a permanent fate. If you are, I don't know, stuck in a line at Starbucks, that is subject to change in the next hour. Nothing is yet set in stone. I'm a fool. If you and this person had a blowout fight last night, relax, go to bed. Nothing is yet set in stone. Like, things are subject to change. If you moved your chess piece here and you feel like you're going to lose, don't you worry. There are at least 3 moves left to make. Nothing is yet set in stone. So stop stressing over what could happen next. Nothing is yet set in stone. This is a stiff reminder for someone who needs to know that they are good enough to be, I'm hearing, rule beside their counterpart. So I don't know if there's someone here who feels like they are so unworthy of being I had a post about this. It's almost like, well, how can I turn to God, or how can I move in this like enlightened, healthier state of self when I've acted like this in the past? Hello? Aren't those who are sickest most in need of medicine? Most like, it's like those should be at the front of the line. If you have moved through life in heavy sin, you should be, you know, encouraged to do things in a way where it's like God sees you too. It's like you definitely need that awakening. You definitely need that like shedding. You definitely need, you know, that abstinence of your toxic behaviors or substances you indulge in. So don't think because you've been bad that you can't do good and allow good for yourself. It's so easy to be like, well, I always give in to my addictions anyway, I might as well because I'm twash. It's one of those things where I hate myself because I'm going through these addictions. I'm twash, so I'm gonna keep doing these addictions. Listen, I find comedy in everything. No, that's when you should fight and be like, no, I'm gonna stop this even more. Okay, turn it around. You are good enough for healing. You are good enough for divine love. You are good enough for a better job circumstance. You are good enough for more abundance in your life. You are good enough for this. You are good enough for that. You are good enough for healing. You are good enough to repair your relationship with God. You are good enough to be your best self. You're good enough to be a healthier version of you. You are good enough to extend your life by becoming healthier in your choices and eating whatever you choose to put in your body. You are good enough for all those things. Affirm them. Someone here needed to. You are good enough to be loved. Just because your parents did not give it to you does not mean you're not deserving of it. I know it's hard to believe that because as children, we see our parents much like gods, but they are not God. So don't put them on that pedestal because they didn't know how to parent you at the time. And you as an adult need to see, hey, my parents did not do the best job. But that does not mean that their opinion or their lack of love in me should be a representative of me being deserving of love or not. Put it to the side, say, listen, okay, Dad, Mom, you didn't do your best job here. I'm an adult, so I can decipher the difference. I will put that to the side, and I now appoint God to be my real dad. Okay, something like that. It's like try to flip your perspective, because God's love is like everlasting. Okay, it's like that's that kind of love that won't fail. You need to tap into it. You need to find it. You need to seek it. Okay, you are good enough for that. You always have been. Heck, if this reading resonated with you start to finish. Okay. Balance spirituality and practicality. What did I say about this person being a very practical thinker? They want you to find a yin and yang balance between your spiritual side and your day-to-day business or practical security sense side. It's not that that side isn't important. That side is very important as well because we need to function in a physical world. However, that spiritual aspect is very important as well. You can't ignore that and think all else will go tremendous in your 3D choices. Okay? This is a lot. Believe in the impossible. Wow. I'm just hearing miracles. Prosperity lies ahead. I've been seeing 888 all day. Take time to breathe out, relax. Whoever this is who's going through this awakening, or if you feel your counterpart going through a spiritual awakening, just relax. Relax, okay? Your hard work is paying off. I feel like this is for the counterpart who has been doing the work on themselves. A fiery climax approaches. I'm getting a very like expect the unexpected energy. This reading is dang near an hour long. That's what I have for you. If this reading resonated, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, bye.